Hey there folks, what's up? Welcome back to another video on Film Screeny. You might think you know everything about the investors on Shark Tank, but do you? For today, we shall be diving into the past to dig up some dirt on our beloved sharks. You might be taken aback by what you find underneath. Let's not waste any more time and get right into it. Here are the 5 dark secrets about Shark Tank. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Alright, now let's begin. Number 5. O'Leary in debt. I think out of all of them, you can easily tell who's the one who has had their head into politics. That's right, it's none other than Mr. Wonderful. O'Leary back in 2017 entered the political campaign as the face of Canada's leading Conservative Party. His popularity was working in his favor because his campaign was going very well with him leading the race, although unfortunately a few months later it was reported that O'Leary had dropped out from the race. Later, it was revealed that Mr. Wonderful had found himself in debt. His campaign was $200,000 in the hole. According to the rules of the Commissioner of Canada Elections, Mr. Wonderful won't be able to pay for his debt and must look for individual contributions at this point. Considering his status, we don't think that would be much work. We think he can easily handle this drowning in debt scandal. Number 4. A dive into Robert Herjavec's past. Contestants on Shark Tank are usually people from small backgrounds aiming to make it big and fulfill the American dream. Similar to our sharks who have worked their way from the bottom to where they are now. However, some of them have had very different and hard lives. Robert Herjavec was born in Croatia and grew up on a farm there. His father was known for his protests against the communist regime, and due to that, he was arrested 22 separate times. Eventually, the family fled the country to seek refuge in America. When denied at the border, they turned to Canada, who let them in. Since then, Herjavec lived in Canada, and later in life, this Croatian-Canadian would be known as a businessman in America. Herjavec's IT security firm blew up, which added to his fame factor, and soon he was one of the richest that there was. His IT firm is known as the Herjavec Group. Number 3. Mark Cuban gets tied up with the NBA. Mark Cuban is a huge basketball fan. He proved his passion when he purchased stakes for the NBA. He's not shy about spending his money on the game. Back in 2000, the Shark purchased a lion's share of stake for the Dallas Mavericks. It was said to be for $285 million. However, the investor has been frequently under the NBA's radar and has been the center of many controversies. Cuban is known for his temper on the show. Turns out he doesn't cool it off behind the cameras either. He's been known for passing comments on the league and referees which has angered other people. It has cost him about $1.66 million in terms of fines. If Cuban doesn't learn to control his anger or his mouth, he's looking at major penalties from the league and a hefty amount of green notes. Number 2. The Beef QVC and Lori Greener. Lori is known as the Queen of QVC, however there's some past drama in between them. It's no secret that the Shark has made her fortune by selling her products to QVC, but there was a time when QVC turned her down. Lori Greener took her first product to QVC, who didn't like it and pushed it away. The entrepreneur then did the unthinkable and sold her very first product to QVC's rival, HSN. HSN loved her jewelry organizer, which had different compartments for earrings, necklaces, and bracelets. This led to a strain between Greener and the network's relationship. However, over time, this rough patch has smoothed itself out, and now both parties enjoy friendly relations. Greener is often featured on QVC both as an investor and a host to many of their programs as well. Number 1. O'Leary's failure. We know that not all deals made on screen go through, and even if they do, some pull out before the investment or sometimes people disappear without informing the sharks. Other times, it is just fate that businesses don't work out. Fortunately, our sharks are not new to any of this, and they have their own failures back in the day. Which brings us to Mr. Wonderful. Kevin O'Leary's educational software company was a leading company back in the late 90s. When Mattel, the toy giant, decided to buy, he did so for $4 billion. Unfortunately, to his dismay, the company was suffering from net losses and collapsing revenues, which resulted in a disastrous acquisition. O'Leary was fired from his position as CEO, but he had already cashed out his shares, walking away with $6 million while Mattel suffered a great loss of $1 to $2 million. And that's it for today. Hope you liked it. Tell us, what did you not expect at all? Were you surprised when you found out about Laurie's deal with QVC? Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's never too late. Give it a thumbs up, people. We'll see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.